35th birthday.
Happy birthday!
4 years away from the midlife crisis. Fantastic. Everybody else can be driving their cars they always wanted to buy, and I'll probably just get a Hot Wheel of it. But I was going to do something a bit different today. I was just going to go over my previous year, what I've been through, and so the first several months I was in an intensely abusive marriage and suffering from constant verbal abuse, emotional abuse, from a person I thought was my soulmate. And I was crumbling into no longer what do I used to be, a man, and just someone I used to be. So in public I was a scared husband who was like, happy wife, happy life! If I can laugh about it, so can you, motherfuckers. Goddamn. I love to write, paint, and draw, and essentially I was just so depressed that I couldn't even do it anymore. I was just lost in the things that I love. And I was escaping to things, watching familiar movies I've watched 1,000 times and play video games, which turned out to not be so, it turned out to do induce stress, but if you play Fallout 4, every 5 minutes it's like, fucking, another settlement needs your help. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm trying to get the fucking Zim power armor, motherfucker. Leave me alone. I know they're just gonna have to die. I don't care. I haven't been officially diagnosed with schizoaffective, but doctor said I might be on the extensive list on top of bipolar and autism. And so due to marital stress, I was going through having voices against, hearing horrible noises in the shadows, seeing faces everywhere. And I even tried to commit suicide, and before I even died, I realized what I was doing because I was totally unconscious of my own actions. And one day I was crying harder than ever before, and crying so hard since I was little that, and hearing the person who's supposed to spend the rest of my life with shouting down at me, calling me pathetic. And so after all the emotional abuse from a narcissist to develop a relationship through textbook trauma bonding, I finally got up the courage and I escaped and I left. And then I was stuck with someone even worse than her.
It better not be Susie.
Myself. But through all that, I finally achieved my goal of being able to bench press 300 pounds, which I've been working on for 3 years. I was running again. I was finally achieving my adult responsibilities on my own. I started drawing and writing again and started to find my old self, and I was able to connect with people who guided me into a warmer, more accepting social circle, and was helped by the kindness of others. And unfortunately for those who didn't like me, I was able to muster the courage back to do stand up again.
Thank you.
Meeting new enemies, and also reacquainting with old friends. And I may not be funny, but I'll sure try to not be funny and then maybe fail. I am very close to finishing my comic book, which I've also been working on for 3 years. I met someone who has helped pick up the pieces through their generosity and their kindness. And I was able to essentially rescue my dog Susie from my ex's wrath as well, so she's much happier. Because it's cliche, but what happens when you get knocked down? You get back up, right? And I was able to do that through the kindness of good friends, the love of my animals, and the sweet orgasmic taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.